waiting on you. We're all waiting on you. This is quite embarrassing, to be honest.
Everything's looking good. We got stuff.
We got stuck.
We got stuff. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's been a long 2 weeks, but we are back with, I gotta say, man, probably the best show we put together.
God, I hope so. No, you're right. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah,
phenomenal show, man. So just diving right in, everybody. So today we're going to talk about Apple and Epic Games. Obviously, everyone's heard about that. Matt's got some DJI Mavic 2 and some news about that DJI and the Mavic 2. We have the Tesla Model 2 and a little bit about what the inner workings are there. And then what else we got?
Absolutely. We got Intel in a little hot water there.
Oh, yeah.
A ghost lawsuit, shall we say?
Yes, it is a ghost.
This is a unique one.
An eerie. Ooh. Yes.
Lawsuit.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, it's creepy, all right. But that should be a fun one. And then we have a really cool thing going on here. We're going to be having Gunnar come on here, a.k.a. Voidzu. Shout out.
The house.
Yes, coming on the show today. Talk about why he started live streaming on YouTube.
Yep.
Give us a little insight, a little intel into that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be fun. Yeah,
Yep.
So if you guys don't know him, you'll get to know him. And then we got one more. They're going to wrap up with an epic dare for Derek. Yeah.
Derek. So we're
Derek.
Yeah, I want to talk about those last two just for a second,
Yes.
so you guys don't click away, because we have Gunnar, otherwise known as Voidzu. He streams on YouTube. He's been in the social media arena for many years. I mean, probably 7-8 years doing his thing, and been very successful at times, and kind of revamped his identity a few times, so he knows what it takes. So I want you guys to stick around if you have any interest in game streaming, or just, hey, maybe you're curious, you want to talk about it. If not, we have some epic entertainment with Derek, called the Derek segment. So that one's going to be awesome.
Yes, a new segment. It'll be a running segment. Derek.
Yeah. We do have to mention that we are going to be doing, they haven't officially sponsored us yet, but we are going to be working with Monster Cables.
Yes, we are. Oh, the long reach here. Here we go.
Boom. These are certified Monster Cables that we're going to be doing a video on, and they are going to sponsor this live stream. It's not sponsored yet, but I did want to showcase it because there's a video coming up. And if you're looking for good, low-cost HDMI 2.1 options, we will be doing that on the show later on for you guys to check out, and maybe even have some discount codes. So I know that's a huge popular segment, so I wanted to announce that, let you know. Again, they are not actually sponsoring this video, which is why you don't see the sponsored segment on the button wherever it's located here on YouTube. But we figured we would mention that there is a video coming up on that. But more on the news, man. Let's get into this, because it seems like there's just a crazy amount of lawsuits.
Yeah.
And every year there seems to be more. There's a couple big ones throughout the year.
Right.
What was it last year? There was patents over CPUs. There was patents or something along those lines, right, of CPU. I forget who it was, but there's a pretty big one last year. The big one of this year, as everyone known, has been Epic Games, or Fortnite, and Apple. This one is kind of in the weeds because there's not much that's being said about it. But Intel may owe $2.18 billion for infringing on a chip company's patents. Apparently, though, that company has been closed since like 2005.
Yeah, 1999 is the last time they were an active company. I believe the first time.
It was 99?
Yeah, this is where it gets really weird, because I think the first time they actually even filed the patent, or the newer version of this patent that would actually cover this product, was like 2005. So it's like they refiled for the patent after the company had already shut down, and they were no longer even active. And then now you're like 20 years later, they're saying, oh, but wait, guys,
we're still here.
You're actually using our technology. So even though we haven't done anything with it,
we've been closed for 20 years.
We'll take a couple billion.
We'll take a couple billion.
You're using it and it works well and all that stuff.
Their name is VLSI. What does that stand for? I knew, man. I looked this up. and I knew, but honestly, we turned the cameras on, man, and I'm more focused on like, hey, let's have a good conversation, less about the specs, because honestly, I think you guys care more about the entertainment than you do about the actual specs.
For the most part, yeah.
But I just was like, dang, 2.18 billion, that's no small chunk and change, man. That could be, the amount of profits they made for a year.
For sure. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That would be a huge percentage of their profits, I'm sure, or their total income for the year. If not, I mean, even 10% is a huge profit margin, you know what I mean, for a company like that. Even taking 10% or 15% of their overall profits, devastating for a company that big.
It could set them back.
For sure.
I mean, Intel's huge, don't get me wrong. They supply a huge amount of industries. But, I mean, 2.18 billion is
that hurts. Yeah.
Ouch. Nothing, man. So was it apparently an ARM1 processor put out in 1985, 25,000 transistors, and the Apple M1 is that what they're saying? Is the M1
the M1 processor is what's utilizing that same ARM technology, the ARM technology, right. So it's built on like the same infrastructure. So they're basically using a patent that they built the infrastructure, the foundation for this technology 20 years ago.
Intel didn't make that.
Pretty wild.
I don't know. That's weird.
Wild. But I think it's a company that Intel actually bought out for like $1 billion years ago. So they then own the rights to it at that point in time.
Right. So it's obviously going to be a big battle between the two. 100%. Yeah.
Major battle for sure. Yeah. This is definitely going to see some more court time.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty wild though, right? Yeah, 2.18 billion. Yeah.
So tell me about this, man, because we'll talk more about lawsuits later, but just kind of in the world of tech products that are out there, you told me the name of this Mavic, and we're making a little rough transition here because we got more fun stuff to get to.
That we do.
Yeah, yes. I don't want to talk about the nonsense, but this is, that's a pretty big deal. Intel. But we're going to move on. DJI. What's up with this?
We're talking about the Eagle.
Yeah, what's up with this?
Yeah. And I don't mean Khabib Nurmagomedov. Yes. And pardon me for butchering that last name. Khabib. We'll just say Khabib. He's the other Eagle. This one is the DJI Eagle. So this is the new Mavic 2. And what's wild about this is that it literally gives you the ability to do a first-person view on your drone footage. So you have the equivalent of a hybrid between a typical like kind of leisure, just get some nice panning shots kind of drone, like full on racing drone, which they now
so it's like right at the head of it, so it looks like you're moving along with it rather than down below on a gimbal.
So we're talking full-on VR headset that comes along with this controller, so that you're literally getting that point of view mode from that camera as if you were the bird, as if you were flying in a flight simulator. Only everything you're looking at.
So does it come as a bundle?
It comes as a bundle.
Oh, that's legit because I know
part.
Yeah, so I've known they've had those. But it's always a separate piece that's always sold out that you can never get, and it's always like $500.
Some crazy expensive accessory that it's just makes it outlandish and not realistic.
Like, dude, this is insane.
Just because you can do it. Right.
I would like to live in my drone, but not for $500.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just not going to do it.
The drone itself is $1,500 on top of that, and then you have all the other accessories that you might want.
I'm just not doing it.
No, it's just a little extra effort. So this is really the all-in-one package right here. That's the one thing I didn't get. I didn't find the actual price quote there for the bundle. I have to imagine, though, it's going to be a little on the pricey side, but probably not maybe as expensive as the top-of-the-line Mavic 2 Pro, which does have, admittedly, a little bit larger camera
Mavic
sensor.
Air? Is it the Mavic Air?
The Mavic Air 2? No, it's similar. It is using the same image sensor as the Mavic Mini 2, but it is officially dubbed the Eagle. I do believe.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, unless it's just internally they're calling it the Eagle, and then it's got like the Mavic... it's the Mavic Pro versus the Mavic 2 Pro, or it's the Mavic Mini Pro, or something. Is the other?
It's probably not even out yet.
That's what I'm thinking. Is they probably just don't even have it released yet and have an official name for it.
Yeah, I don't think they have it out.
It is up and coming.
Battle of the Sky. Eagle takes on DJI Phantom 4.
It's going to happen though. So basically, what you're getting is an incredibly good 4K camera, one that I think is actually going to be.
It's not even out yet.
Yeah, it's going to be out this year at some point in time. But imagine that being able to have that POV view from your drone in a headset. And then here's the real kicker. You can get an accessory for, and I think this is what's not included in the bundle, is the one-handed controller that actually has motion control.
Oh, yeah,
so you can do this or
Dude,
as an
that's
example,
crazy.
to break it, or this to make it go faster. And in one of the test shots, one of the stock footage shots they showed of actual footage using the Eagle, they showed somebody literally surfing while controlling the drone because he only had that one hand
So
operation.
you can surf and oh, that's crazy.
Amazing.
I wonder if it hovers at a certain length or certain height.
So I think it can, because
I know I have the 4K Pro DJI Pro 3 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge drone person, as you can tell.
you've seen
Phantom 3. It was the Phantom 3.
The Phantom 3. There we go. Yeah.
So I have that. I used it for a good amount of time. I don't use it a ton anymore, but it's still super cool and it's highly intuitive. Like you cannot crash. Everyone who takes it and wants to fly it, they're like, oh, but I don't want to crash it.
They immediately think, oh no, I'm going to crash it, dude. Don't let me.
There is legitimately no way you can crash that unless you do it intentionally.
Sure. Yeah.
And they put every safety precaution in the way to avoid that, even like wanting to recall to your position if the battery's dying.
Nice. See, that's way smart. Way smart. Yeah.
So it's like, well, you might hit something on the way, but it did try.
For sure. It did everything possible, man. I mean, it's clear of, auto driving for you.
Yeah. It's pretty much auto driving at this point, which then leads me to believe how the heck I'm not even going to go there.
Nope, not yet.
If the technology in the drone is this good, imagine what a helicopter should be.
Should be. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Should.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
right.
moving on.
Moving on.
So, hey, man, this is the big kicker of the year. It's an epic battle. Dun.
I don't condone what he just did. Yeah, exactly. It's epic.
He doesn't condone what he did. That's okay.
Not all sound effects are condoned, but we're still playing around with them,
Officially, Epic Games and Apple are going to court this year.
Heads, y'all.
This obviously started last year. I remember exactly when it happened. I actually have Fortnite on this tablet right here because I had it at the time. It was pulled off not only the Apple Store, but also off of the Play Store for a period of time. I think it's on the Play Store now, but on the Apple Store, I believe it's not.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it is still available on the Apple Store, and I think that's obviously intentional on their part because they're still a little sore.
They're a little sore, man.
Yeah.
So obviously, we know the problem. For anyone who doesn't know, last year Epic Games pretty much said to Apple, "Hey, we're not paying your 30% tax on hosting us on the platform.
Right.
We bring a huge target to you. We're not utilizing your platform to draw an audience.
Right. We're not trying to make a name for ourselves on your platform or the majority of your platform.
Well, not
even that.
In that
extent,
category,
in that
Fortnite
category.
is huge. Like in mobile gaming, they are top two, right next to.
Don't say Candy Crush.
I mean, Candy Crush is actually larger, oddly enough. But mobile gaming, in that sense, they're huge, very big, and so they said, "Hey, we're not going to pay your 30%, or basically that we're going to drive people to our platform to pay for microtransactions." We're
going to give you a workaround here because we don't think your 30% is fair. We think that's kind of price gouging. We think that's predatory in the sense that because we're so popular and because so many people are gravitating towards us, you're just preying on us and you're targeting us just kind of because you're greedy is what their intention was. Or
well, and here's the other thing. I think it's a good fight because you have a lot of small developers that may not be nowhere near as big as Epic Games that are on there paying this exorbitant 30%. Yeah. And if everyone says okay, eventually Apple's going to say, well, it's 35%.
Right.
Or now it's 40. And if you're not grandfathered in fact, we're going to take 70% because you're new and we have such a large platform that we need 70% to support you.
Right. It's the power. It's the leverage that they have over the market and over the content creator developers. That's not a good thing. They shouldn't have that much power and that much leverage.
Right.
And that's the key.
And that's why, like when we covered not long ago on our live stream, the new Android, although it's not out yet, is supposed to have better support for third-party app stores. It'll allow these companies to go around Apple, to go around the Play Store. It may not be like the best of the best.
Sure.
But at least you'll be on a platform where you can retain 90% of your earnings so you can make the game better.
Exactly.
You make the app better.
Yep.
So I really do hope, honestly, that Epic Games sticks it to Apple.
Yes. Yes.
And we can see apps flourish and become better.
That's right.
Personally. That's what I think.
Yeah. They may take our lives. They'll never take our freedom. Yeah.
So we're not too far away from having Gunnar on, but we've got one more important topic. So to help us get through this process, we need you guys to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it. Because without that, we're not going to be able to get through these news headlines. We just can't do it, man. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I'm feeling weak already.
Feeling really weak. I don't know if we got a like or subscribe, but I'm feeling better. So I think somebody did.
Somebody did. We got one out there.
We got one.
Thank you. That one guy.
That one guy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, we can move on.
Yeah.
Tell me about this crazy deal with Tesla.
Crazy deals, y'all. So Tesla they're just all about shaking up the market, you know?
Dude,
they're all about driving innovation, and they're all about forcing the other major auto manufacturers who've had a stake in the game for a lot longer. They're all about pushing them to be their best too. And in kind of that same scope, what they've decided to do, and they've talked about this before, actually, I believe, what was it, 2020, last year, when Elon first dropped the hint about the Model 2 coming out and about the plans for that, and that they really wanted to target that $25,000 price point and have a very good electric car with a decent range. You know, it's not going to be the highest performance. It's not going to have, quad motors. It's not going to have a 600-mile range, but what it will be is the most affordable.
I bet you it'll have a 300-mile range.
It probably will. Yeah, if not,
it's going to be a lighter car.
Yep. It's going to be lighter. It's going to have the latest technology.
To 300.
It's going to have all the, Tesla innovations built into it. Even if it doesn't have the biggest of everything or the best of everything, it's still going to have the best relative technology. And at $25,000, I mean, they're going to be really giving all these other manufacturers a run for their money. Big time.
100%. Who isn't going to buy a Tesla over a Volt?
Right.
If you are looking at a Volt that's $25,000, rebates are the same. In a Tesla that's $25,000, you're going to say, I'm going to choose a Tesla.
For sure. 100%. Yeah. And I haven't seen the new Nissan Leaf, if there is one, but it's not going to look better. I'm just going to tell you that.
You know why they're doing it, though? They're doing it because just like we talked on our last stream, GM is going 100%. Yep. Ford's now gearing up to have more electric vehicles. They have the Mustang all electric.
For sure.
I know this isn't a car channel, but it's an electronic, technology channel, and this is important, man. This is shaping our future.
Yeah.
This is going to impact our daily lives, man. We're talking cars that will have technology from the ground up.
For sure.
Shaping how we live our daily lives.
Absolutely. And this is going to change the whole game in the sense of attainability, and practicality, because a Tesla is no longer an $80,000 or $90,000 or $100,000 car that you have to have, $20,000 down on just to have a chance of getting one.
Right.
They're looking to make this affordable and make it an everyday person car. Somebody who just has a regular 9 to 5, who doesn't have a lot of extra money to spend. They want them to be able to afford this car too. And for them to say, hey, this is a better deal than the Nissan Leaf. Hey, this is a better deal than the, Ford or Chevy or GM counterpart. I'm getting myself a Tesla, and it's only $25,000. And if the government rebate gets reinstated, that's going to be $6,000 less.
I have a question for you.
You do now. Oh, you got a question. All right.
For those of who don't know.
Yes.
Matt. Would you trade in the old AMG for one of those?
Ooh. Put me on the spot.
I'm putting him on the spot. I'm putting him on the spot.
This is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I would not trade the AMG for a Model 2. However, there's a big however. Not that that's a real word.
You would for like a Model S?
The new Roadster. The new Tesla Roadster. So let me hit you with a few quick specs here.
You might need a little more
specs. Yeah. I'm saving up for that one. For sure. Yeah. We're open to sponsors, by the way. No.
We might need a few.
We might need a few for that one.
Just a couple.
We'd love to make a video on the new Tesla Roadster. So your guys' support,
if you hit the subscribe, if 100,000 of you subscribe right now,
this moment,
we can get a Roadster.
We'll do it, man. We'll make it happen.
Do it. We need 100,000.
And then we'll film it live, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds for you.
We will. We'll do it.
100%. 8.8 second quarter mile.
Oof.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Okay, well, with that,
Indeed. The Model 2 is not going to be quite that capable, but it's still going to be great.
We have. Ooh, I don't want this to go.
No. Come back.
I'm going to be getting. So we're going to be getting prepped here, you guys. We have a new epic intro for the gaming trends.
Yes. Hit us with the intro.
Hit us.
Do we have a sound effect for that?
Don't switch to that yet.
Not yet. All right, there we go.
Have a little bit of a switch,
Yes. Not bad.
Put down the...
Yes. So let's take a list here.
No. On the left.
We're going to be taking a list real quick at the... Taking a look real quick at the Amazon top 15 list right here. We have sound. Here we go, guys. Stick with us here for a second. All right, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just rambling at this point in time. This is a bit of filler, but yeah, jumping back to the Tesla there. Well, I got a second. It's gonna be pretty amazing, I think. And what they're talking about here, what they've kind of promised loosely, is rocket-powered steering and handling assists. So yeah. Almost ready. We're almost ready, you guys, here with Gunnar. So stick around. It's going to get good. It's going to get fun. But yeah, can you guys believe that, though? For a Tesla Model 2, $19,000? That is nothing. I mean, that's so inexpensive that it's making it so available for really anybody to buy it. And here's what they've got up their sleeve, guys. They're targeting the Chinese market. Guaranteed. They're looking to dominate with the electric vehicles in China. And if they can be the top seller for electric vehicles in China, then they are now the top auto manufacturer in the world, essentially. And they're also going to produce them there. So, good thing, bad thing? I don't know.
Put it in the comments, we'll figure it out.
Know what you think. Would you buy a Chinese-built Model 2?
Roll that intro one more time. And anyone who's freaked out by it, it's coming now.
For sure. Here we go.
Roll that intro one more time.
Roll the intro.
And now you can switch over to Gunnar.
All right.
Boom. All right, go ahead and move that around for me, Derek, please.
Yes, the perspective is a little off. We're getting this still dialed in, guys. Stick with us here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. You can hear me all right? Perfect.
Oh, here we are. Yeah, whatever. So Gunnar, man, welcome to the show. To be honest, man, I've known you for a long time, and this has been a long time coming, for sure. And I know you've been doing this, not only just game streaming, but a ton of stuff related to social media. You've had some pretty successful moments in your life, so I'm excited to have you on the show. Glad to be here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. I was getting a double audio there. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. It's probably because I have you also on my phone.
Yeah, okay. Well, I fixed it though.
Cool.
We're all good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I work full time, so I have to do everything I do on the side. But we make it work.
100%, man. I'm right there with you. 40 hours a week, 45 actually, at like a regular job. Obviously, run some other, Matt's over here making faces at me. Run some stuff on the side as far as business goes. And then, of course, YouTube, right? Like my nights are dedicated to YouTube, man. And there's just so much going on in the world that you have to make time for the things you're passionate about, which kind of leads me to, I got some questions for you, man. Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know you've jumped around quite a bit between platforms, and ultimately, what kind of led us to this most recent conversation and getting connected back together was the fact that you ended up back on YouTube, and what led you back to doing YouTube? For anyone out there who's like looking to stream, why would they choose YouTube, or why did you?
Yeah. So yeah, I have definitely tried every single platform. Even the tinier ones, D Live, Trovo, the tiny little platforms that just started up. And I wanted to see kind of where I felt like my entertainment factor, I guess, fit the best.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I see that like Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of them have such different crowds that
Yeah.
consume live content on them. So to find where your community sits best. But I mean, I've been streaming for about I would say coming up on 6 years here soon ish.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while, man.
Yeah. And, most of the time was on Twitch, but I found that the main reason for moving over was, for one, transcoding is huge, and encoding. So on YouTube, you can live stream at 1440p, which is what
Right.
my monitors are at, and so I prefer that resolution, but the bit rate is uncapped, so the quality can be
Right.
out of the roof, but someone can watch on a bad or worse internet connection. Whereas on Twitch, I was having a lot of dropped frame issues. So the main priority was the community being able to actually pull in and watch the content and experience it all in low latency. But it really, it depends on, I would say, what the person's looking for out of it. Twitch is definitely still the biggest platform, but there's no way to make it on Twitch without first doing something on YouTube or TikTok. And so I am
Yeah.
just a YouTube kid. I watched it like the first week YouTube was around until now. I've been
Right.
obsessed with it. So for me, it's just kind of like sticking with the platform I'm obsessed with.
I agree with that, man. 100%. Like, I was just thinking about this the other day. I suck at Instagram. Like, I am terrible at I don't understand it for whatever reason. It doesn't compute. But you get me on YouTube, and I can pick apart every little detail and put together, content in a way that I just understand, in a way that people connect with.
Mhm.
And Twitch is kind of the same as Instagram for me. Like, I get on Twitch and I'm like I feel like for whatever reason it doesn't connect with me. Therefore, I probably don't connect with other people. You know what I mean? Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I could probably learn both of them, but I feel like I have more of an affinity with YouTube than I do any other platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you kind of touched on this. Maybe I'll skip ahead in my. No, this is the next question, man. This is a good one. So, kind of like for anybody who's looking to get started, like you said, you've been doing this, man, for 6 years. Sometimes it takes many years before you see that like epic success, right? Like, you do really well compared to tons of people, and just to get where you're at is a process. So, like, your daily routine, break that down, but how much would you say of that is actual content creation and how much is actually streaming?
Oh, that's a good question. Um,
Yes, I knew it. I was going to
yeah,
get you with one.
it's so funny. So I'm glad I'm on your show because
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that I have never talked about that I know way too much about. I've always thought that I would fit really well as a stream coach because I know too much about what
Yeah.
happens. Basically, to sum your question up in the easiest way I can explain it is that streaming isn't even streaming. Like, um,
Yeah.
the the streaming part is 4 hours. Some people do 8 hours, but I found that 4 hours is a good sweet spot. And
Yeah.
but I mean, with growth in general, it is technically a lottery in some ways. So you can I would say it's streaming in general is a lot like a lottery, but the more
Right.
different sources that you put into the background into growing your channel is kind of like putting more chips on the table.
Yeah.
You have a higher chance of winning a lottery. And so the the way that I've always explained it was for example, with TikTok, TikTok has been like the absolute best platform I've used since the early Instagram days.
Yeah.
I posted a one random video one night and drove up to Seattle to sell a buddy a computer. And by the time I got there, I had 2 million views, and
Dang, wow.
my Twitch account was blowing up. Yeah, I drove back the same night and went live at like 1 a.m. to like 100 and something viewers. It was crazy. That platform,
That's like a 3 or 4 hour drive. Like that's not a lot of time, right?
No,
or was that from
yeah,
California, or was that from Oregon?
Portland, yeah. So I
Portland,
mean,
yeah.
it was 3.5 hours, but then when it happened, I was like, I can't. This is like, ever since I used to do Instagram marketing, I've always said that there's a small window when you can take advantage of chances like that. And
Totally.
coming back as quickly as possible when everyone's flooding my page with follows and everything is the perfect time to go live and then just
Yeah.
boost up those viewer numbers. So
Right.
yeah, it was like a 3.5 hour drive home, but ran right inside, went online, went live, and it was like 180 people instantly.
I bet you were doing like 80, 90 miles an hour back home, just like, dude, I gotta get there.
I had Kylie, my fiance, refreshing my Twitch, telling me how fast they were going up in followers. But the point being, it was so simple. It was such a simple video that did really, really well. And the craziest part is that I had already streamed for 4.5, 5 years before that, and I was at like a couple, I had like maybe average of like 10 viewers here and there, but it was never anything strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then one video blew it up. So I found that what I've realized is that streaming is really just the tiniest bit of what streaming really is. I mean, it's like you spend 4 hours playing the game or doing the talk show or anything. I mean, you probably know this as well, but the background is where everything happens. I mean, you're putting in so much time to plan the content, to get all the settings ready and getting everything together,
man.
filming the TikToks and then Instagram posts and Twitter, which Twitter is my kryptonite. I don't understand Twitter at all. I don't know. It makes no sense to me.
We all have one.
Yeah. But it's so much of outside influence. YouTube being probably the biggest one. I mean, YouTube is incredible. If you are good, if you play a video game and you're really good at it and you know as much as you can possibly know about it, start making guides on YouTube. Become the person that people look to when they want new content or want to know how to do something in the game.
Right.
And then stream that on YouTube or Twitch and stream yourself playing it, and then people will come and generally ask you exactly from that same game. And that is the recipe for success. That is as simple as that, but I mean, it took me 6 years to figure that out. So hopefully someone doesn't have to spend 6 years figuring that out.
There's just a ton of people I know and I've seen start streaming, and 6 months in, they're still just sitting there streaming, and I've not seen, like, maybe I just don't go far enough, but I've not seen them actually engage with people outside of that or create anything that attracts new viewers outside of that. And I know that's, I watch Alpha Gaming. I don't know if you do. He helped me out a lot getting into just getting started on understanding streaming, because I didn't really know much about it when I started YouTube. I don't stream, by the way. I just wanted to know. And his kind of number one thing was be out on other platforms. So I've learned that from very young in YouTube for streamers. So hearing that from you is like, man, yeah, perfect. Like 100%. That solidifies everything. And if anyone is looking for that, 100%, I agree. Okay. Here's a good question for you.
Bring it.
I think you kind of answered that, this question, but this takes it a step further. Like, what's more important, though, out of those two things? Is it more important to have, a ton of short edits, or is it more important to have like a full stream? Like, what's the balance there? I know you said, obviously, if one goes viral, you just hit the stream and you go, but should you be doing like 70% short edits and like limited streaming capability, or what do you think?
Yeah, so I'll reference the person who basically like changed my perspective on anything was Devin Nash. So he was a former, I believe, CEO of a huge organization. I think it was one of like CLG or one of the major esports orgs. And now owns a marketing agency, and he's a wizard. He
Yeah.
follows every single trend. He talks about all these different marketing things. And what I realized from him was that he was the first person to say stream less. So everyone always said, like,
Okay.
you got to stream 8 hours, and then the last 2 hours you had to make videos, and then you got to edit them, and then basically never sleep.
Right.
His take was always that the most important thing was that you streamed way less and made what's called evergreen content everywhere else.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the purpose of that being the reason you wouldn't stream as much, and if we really just went like brass tacks and said, if we're looking at this financially as like a career,
Mm-hmm.
the reason is because the only time you make money from streaming is when you're live.
Right.
So you have, say, a 4-hour window to possibly make what is in some cases minimum wage. But then YouTube and TikTok are kind of like stocks. You
Totally.
put into them, and in a year from now, a YouTube video blows up and has 1 million views, and you get a random payout, and that's your dividend. So the point is to continue investing in those stocks so they passively make money, and then work your 9 to 5, which is the stream. So for 4 hours or so. So I definitely say it's more important to focus on the evergreen content and then supplement that with live streams rather than the opposite. So I would say 70%. At this point, I'm 80% in YouTube and TikTok, and then 20% streaming because I'm doing a little bit more experimentation with my pages. But yeah, that's how I would definitely recommend like that.
Yeah, as soon as you got back to YouTube, man, I saw you immediately start doing, the products you were using. You were doing, whether it was an unboxing or review or just a short, hey, this is something important that you guys need to see on YouTube. And, I'm not on TikTok, so I haven't seen your TikTok videos, but I imagine you're just there constant. I've seen you on Instagram back in the day, dude. And I know that that's what you do. You stick to the schedule, you upload, you post, you have a story. I'm sure that's the same going on TikTok, and something you do day in, day out. So for somebody who is, obviously we see you've got a nice mic, man, you've got a nice lighting, you got a good setup, good camera. For somebody who's getting started, how important is that, like investing into that equipment? Do you think, can they do it simple, or do they need nice equipment, nice lighting to stand out?
Oh, yeah, great question.
Yes.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a threshold. So there's a gear threshold. So what I always say is that what I currently have, I have because I'm an enthusiast, and because at some point or another, doing this career, if you want to call it that, has paid for what I have.
Yeah.
So I see it as an investment, but also as an enthusiast. So it's a car person who sells cars is still someone who's going to spend money on cars, whether or not it's their job, they're going to do it.
Right.
However, for someone just getting started, there is definitely a threshold. So I'd say in some cases, a headset microphone will work. Definitely grab a webcam. Maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're inflated in price right now, but
Totally. They are, for the most part.
$100 for a webcam will last you 5 years. And then a nice microphone is a great investment. But I always recommend someone to spend enough money on like at least something like a Blue Yeti or one of the other options that have been popping up like crazy that are in that same market.
Yeah.
And not something that's like a $20 Amazon Basics mic, because they will break and then you're set back another $20. So invest a little bit, but realistically, the most important part is just getting yourself out there. I mean, if we look at some people like the Fortnite streamer Ronaldo, he uses a C920 webcam, so $100 webcam, and I think a Logitech headset with the headset mic, which is like $40. I think he's sponsored by Logitech or something, so he gets all that for free. And he's, I think, averaging like 10,000 viewers. So
holy crap.
Tyler 1's a good example. He uses a C920 and a simple, like I think a $30 headset, and he has like 40,000 viewers. The people are there to watch him. Yeah. And
and I guarantee they have amazing personality, something that like no matter how hard I tried, I probably don't have that person. It's just not me. Like, that's not my personality. But it's such a likable personality too. And I think that's also important. But I agree with you, man. I think you do spend a little money on things like the microphone, for good audio. The camera is probably like, medium quality is probably fine. Like, I shot videos I used a little shotgun mic and my cell phone for a year, and didn't really, maybe I bought a new light or a tripod, but I didn't really spend much more than a couple $100 until year 2. All for YouTube. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I would take bad video quality over bad audio quality any day. So like, I would
100%.
rather it sound better than look better, and that's the best part, is that it's actually cheaper for it to sound better.
It is, and if you're using a C920, 922, you've got a shrink down screen in a corner somewhere. You're not actually displaying at a full 1920 by 1080, so it's not going to look that bad. No, not one bit. So, so yeah, man. Well, I was going to ask a couple questions, but we had a couple other questions, but honestly, we've answered them through this conversation. I'll let people know where to find you. You're available on YouTube. The platform is Voidzu, so VOIDZU. Type that into YouTube in the search bar. For me, is the first one that pops up, but you can filter by channel, and it will definitely pull them up. Currently, right now, somewhere around 5.3 thousand subscribers and growing. He's live. When are you live? Tell us your schedule.
Well, a lot of things are going on right now. So the lives have been less like scheduled. They're supposed to be coming back soon, but yeah, my computer broke last weekend. I had to drop 800 and fix it, and yeah,
Bummer,
so
man. Sorry.
the lives are, I'm set up to do them right now. But they're usually about 4 days a week, and from about 7 to 11 p.m.
7 to 11. But you have a lot of content out there, and obviously on TikTok. Are you also Voidzu on TikTok?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be King Voidzu or Real Voidzu. It's either one of those over there as well. I couldn't get the normal name Voidzu for some reason.
Interesting. Well, send me that info, man. I'll put it in. I actually have his YouTube channel linked as suggested channels. So if you're on my homepage, TechCessory's homepage, you can see the Voidzu channel. You can click over that. You can subscribe. You can check out his content. And then TikTok, I'll put the link down below if you guys just want to check it out. I know the short videos are super popular right now. I watch a few on YouTube. I know people use TikTok, so huge asset, man. I do appreciate you coming on. Obviously, we're going to have you back. This has been honestly one of my, I think, most beneficial live streams we have. But if you're watching, don't leave yet, because we have something pretty cool coming up next. Anything you want to say, man, here at the end, or any question you want to ask me before we go to our Dare Derek segment, Gunnar?
Yeah, just to finish it off, I mean, anyone looking to start streaming or making content in general, the biggest thing I can say is just start now. And I think that it's more important that you, even without a webcam, without audio, without anything, just record if you can. If you're on a computer, record your gameplay and upload it. Get something out there, because there's nowhere to go but up when you're starting. And so some things I like to reference too, especially since, I mean, I'm 25, but I know there's people older than me who might just want to consider starting, is that a lot of the really large streamers, like the biggest ones in the world and content creators, are started like way back in the day, but they were like 28 when they started. So there is still a chance for anyone at any age. Grandpa Gaming is a good example. I believe he's 65 or something, and he started a couple years ago.
Subscribe, dude. I would watch that hard, definitely.
Yeah, if you have a personality, wear it on your sleeve, and really just try to put yourself out there and just stay within your comfort zone, but experiment and try out new things. And if it's something you're interested in, follow it. Because I believe you me, it was one of the things that I regret was not just doing more early on when I've been doing it for so long.
And that's something, man, like just to tie up, we're going to have to make a video, you and I, that covers this content so people can get it in a short, condensed video that, you know, maybe they can take it in. Maybe we'll make a few, but I think that would be awesome. You know, maybe not just obviously for our channel, but yours too, man. So anyways, man, I appreciate you. We're going to go to the next segment. We'll touch base after this, Gunnar. I appreciate you. Again, Voidzu on YouTube. I appreciate you, man, and we'll catch you probably in the next couple live segments. So thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it not to shout myself out, but if it makes it easier, my URL is Voidzu. So it's just youtube.com/Voidzu works as well.
Hell yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah, check him out. We'll catch you later, man.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Later.
Whoa, all right. Well, that was cool, guys.
That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Are you still muted?
No, I'm unmuted.
He's unmuted.
I'm live again. Y'all can hear me.
Like I said, man, hey, everybody, thank you for it was awesome to have Gunnar. These guys couldn't really hear him because we still need to work out some details in our live stream here, but I really wanted to get Gunnar on because, like I said, I've known him for a long time. He's been all over the map with the social media, with gaming, things like that.
Yeah.
And I just think he's such an influential guy, and he's been doing this for so long. It's a benefit for you guys to check it out. But
for sure. Yes. But there's a but.
But our next segment, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't hit subscribe yet,
please,
you have to now, because
by now you must.
This next segment is gonna freaking boil your brain.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take it out with this. This is the Dare Derek segment.
Dare Derek, the official TechCessory segment.
If you guys like it,
yes,
we're going to keep it up. So Matt here is going to work in tandem with Derek, who is going to give you guys this week's most popular list from Amazon for PC components.
Yes.
But he has to do that while eating really hot food and hot sauce. We have a chili pepper.
Yeah.
We have ghost sauce. He is over there like, dude, he is stressing out right now. But I'm going to pull this up so he can read it for you guys.
Yes.
And Matt's going to be here helping him along the way.
That's right.
We've got some water for him. We didn't get any milk, unfortunately.
No milk, so he's going to have to be a trooper on this one for sure. This is really going to separate the men from the boys.
I'm going to switch spots real quick with Derek.
Yes.
And I'm going to set it up.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Matt.
Bear with us here. Yeah.
Matt, you take it from me.
I'm taking the reins here, brother. Yes. Yeah. Derek, come join us here in the hot seat. Literally the hot seat. Yeah. He'll get it all set up for you there. No worries. So yeah, we're hoping this can be a fun new trend, a fun new segment that we do on a bi-weekly basis here. If you guys like it, if you get some good feedback on it, you know. Yeah, so we got a full list here, top 15. You got to make it through. Top 20? Yeah. It's only the top 150. Yes. A little bit of an awkward, yeah. Yes, so he's officially muted. This is Derek, a.k.a. D-Rock, a.k.a. D-Money.
Testing. We're good. All right.
He's got a lot of screen time under his belt. No worries. He's a pro.
None.
Yeah.
Zero.
All right. He's green. Yeah. Do we want to start with the medium and then go hotter and then hottest, or do you want to give him his pick of the litter here? Yeah. All right. The Mad Dog. We're going with the Mad Dog. That's a legendary sauce, folks. Here, the Mad Dog. 3.5. Is it 357?
357.
357, just like the Magnum. Yeah, it's hard hitting, I do believe. Yes, it's open. So take a sip. No, yeah. Here we go. There's the Mad Dog. Yeah, brother.
No.
No chaser needed. Yeah, we got water.
And that's it.
And so just
I'm driving straight home.
Just for the record, guys, if you're familiar with the heat ratings or the Scoville metric, this is over 1 million Scoville. This sauce will blow you away, is what they say. And we're assuming that means in the flavor category. Yeah.
I would hope. I mean, for something that hot, at least give me something.
It's going to be some good flavor along with it before you roast me.
Before my liver burns out.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. So we doing, we got him anything to drop it onto, or is he just going straight on the finger here, or what's the motif here? What? No crackers, no accoutrement, no filler. Yeah.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
So straight on the finger. Go ahead and take your first dab. 3 seconds
funny
in the
story.
mouth. Yeah.
I heard about this hot sauce, right? And I was told to only take a little drop, like. So.
You gonna go for a tiny little drop, or you
no,
go for a man drip?
I mean, I'll put a little hair on my chest.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go. Okay, he'll get a nice little dipper here for you.
That's better,
All right. Can we see that? Hold it up for the camera there. He's got a nice big old dipper right on the finger there of the yes.
Oh my
of the
God,
of the mad dog here.
I'm shaking.
He's a little on the nervous side.
Oh my God! Smell this.
Yeah.
Smell it.
Let me get a nice little whiff here.
It's bad.
Smells like a tasty vinaigrette.
This
Maybe a
is
little
the million?
balsamic and walnut. Yeah, this is the million Scoville. Yes. So we're gonna let you guys see.
My hand's shaking. Right now. I'm like legit.
It's already starting to soak in. Yeah. Here we go.
This isn't my first time eating something hot.
Yeah, no, you're no stranger to the hot stuff. Yeah.
Not like this hot. Not ever.
This is another level of hot. This is professional level.
Brutal.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? This is the dare. Derek.
Okay, so.
Can you do it?
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
So here's your list right here. You ready for your top 20
Do I have to
here?
read any questions or any?
Nope, just straight off the Amazon bestsellers here. But yeah, take that drip. Oh yeah, he did it, folks.
Oh,
give it a good few seconds.
Whoa! Whoa!
Is it set in yet?
Whoa!
Okay, go ahead. Start with the list here. Let's see what you got.
Oh my!
Go ahead, read it out, brother. Read it out. You got this. Come on, it's gonna get worse.
Okay.
You gotta start.
Yeah.
You gotta start.
Bestsellers in computer components. This is Amazon's best. Oh God. Oh,
you're doing great.
Jeez, my throat. The Seagate Portable 2 terabyte external hard drive portable.
Portable.
Just give me the other stuff. I'm just gonna get it all.
2, 3, 4.
The other sauce.
You want the other sauce? Here we go. Now we got the Reaper XXX squeeze-ins.
Oh my gosh.
The Pucker Butt Pepper Company here. I don't know the Scoville rating on this one, but I'm gonna say it's real hot. So you ready for your next drip here?
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Up yet? All right.
Here
we go.
Let's go.
Here's the dare. Here we go.
WD 2 terabyte. Oh, I can talk. Elements portal. Oh my God.
That's a good one. There you go. Yeah, good man.
Woo. Oh, that one. Even hotter.
It's even hotter. What? Is it just the compounded effect, or is it actually hotter?
Okay, no,
Keep going.
it's
You got
bad.
this.
Okay.
Let's go.
External DVD drive, USB 3.0 portable CD DVD plus rewritable drive DVD player. Oh man.
Yes. Keep it rolling.
Okay, and then we have the Seagate portable. My mouth's watering and like I'm shaking right now.
You got this. All you have to do is make it through the list, man.
Seagate portable 1 terabyte external hard drive. HDD USB 3.0 for PC, Mac, and Xbox. External CD drive USB 3.0 portable CD DVD. They're all the same, man. Number 6.
Yes.
Arctic MX4 thermal compound paste.
Oh, that's
Blue stuff in a tube. Keep going.
Here we go.
Samsung. We have I can't even say that. Samsung MZ-V71 TOBW.
It's the official name.
Dude.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. Here we go.
1 terabyte. M2 NVMe This is horrible. Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte internal hard drive.
Yes.
HDD. And then we got number 9, the Samsung
You're almost halfway there.
Hold on.
You got this. Yeah, take it in.
Okay.
We got the third one here.
Do I have anything else to try? Because you're missing the window right now.
Yeah.
Nothing else? I make it. Oh,
He made it through. Yeah. He's made it through the 2 sauces. So now you just got the list. You're on number 9, right? On to 10, or did you do number 9 already?
Number 9 was Samsung 870 Evo.
Yes.
500 gigabyte, 2.5 inch SATA 3, and on the and then number 10, I'm just Corsair Vengeance LPX HIJK Elemental P.
And on that note,
16 gigabyte.
XYZ. Yes.
Yeah, you get the drift.
I think we got it. Yeah. I think
more impressively, whatever this is, I mean, that's brutal. My whole face is tingling right now.
Oh yeah, still on fire.
That was just a drop, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
1 drop of feet. So which one was hotter? We go ahead and get some water in you now. Yeah. Just dump it on his head, man. So what do you think? The Mad Dog 357 or the Reaper?
Overall, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog was hotter.
But the bite of the other one,
Yeah.
that's a strong bite. For this one, it takes your, man, I can feel it. Just one drop, my stomach is.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
On that note, we're gonna take it out, Matt. What do you?
All right.
What do you say?
Yeah. What do I say? All right. Well, I guess.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, go ahead and like
channel.
and subscribe. Yeah.
We love everyone, and we highly, highly depend on you guys coming in and checking in with us and telling me how horrible I'm doing at my job.
That's right.
I love it. Keep me here. They'll just fire me again and bring me back. So
Yeah. It's the way we like to do it. I think he's earned his slot for another week there for sure until the next Derek's Dares as the segment. I think he did a good job there. He made it through this one.
Man,
so
that's hard.
On to the next. So we're wrapping it up here. We'll catch you guys on the next go around. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and let us know what you think. We love the comments and we appreciate you. And stay cool.
Peace and love.
Hot sauce.
Oh my god.